or when we call help. Yeah. Me too. Like for you. This lady.
We use a phone in calling for assistance of.
Alright, correct. We are using phone when we call an assistant. So, with that, our topic or the quote that we will analyze for today is, oh my God, is telephone. Telephone. Now,
I go comb my hair, which begins to sparkle. The question here is, how does the speaker justify his joy of having a telephone? Now, the speaker here is has a joy in having a telephone